Hi all you healthy humans, welcome to New Leaf Table TV. I'm your host, Chef E, and today we're making chicken piccata with a red wine arugula salad. Our arugula salad pairs so well with the richness of the chicken piccata. So let's go over our ingredients. We have free-range chicken thighs with the skin on. We love the skin on because it adds so much flavor as well as collagen and gelatin to your dish. We're also going to fry them up in the pan and let them get nice and crispy. So we highly recommend leaving your skin on. We also are going to use arrowroot powder to thicken our sauce as well as crisp up our chicken. So arrowroot is a gluten-free substitute for cornstarch. I like it even better than tapioca flour because it has more minerals. We're gonna use about 1/4 cup of organic white wine in our sauce. If you don't wanna use wine in your dish, you can just add 1/4 cup more bone broth, but it just adds a lot of flavor, and once you cook it, there is no alcohol content left. We're also using a cup of fond bone broth. Y'all know I love fond because they use really high quality ingredients as well as really pure water, and they simmer the bones and all the ingredients for at least 18 hours to get all of that good collagen and gelatin into the broth. We're also using Primal Kitchen Dijon mustard that's gonna help thicken our sauce and add a lot of flavor. And then we'll be using capers, as traditionally is in chicken piccata. Capers are just the little flower buds from the caper bush. Capers are in a brine similar to olives, and they're gonna add a salty tanginess to your dish. We have our herbs, garlic powder, and oregano. We also have some fresh oregano and fresh thyme to top our dish. We're gonna use jarred artichoke hearts in our dish. These are packed with antioxidants, and they also contain a fiber called inulin, and that helps feed our healthy gut bacteria. We also have lemons that are packed with vitamin C. They're immune boosting and also full of antioxidants. We have a shallot, olive oil, and red wine vinegar for our salad dressing. For our salad, we're using arugula. It's actually a really tender green, so unlike kale, you don't need to massage arugula, and it's full of vitamin A and vitamin C. We also have some pine nuts to go on our salad, and we're gonna top it with some shaved Parmesan cheese. So Parmesan cheese is virtually lactose-free, so if you are dairy intolerant, you might be able to stand Parmesan, and it also has lots of probiotics because it's a hard aged cheese. Okay, that's all for our ingredients. Let's get started. First of all, we're gonna take our chicken thighs and we're just going to dry them off a little bit. This will help the skins get nice and crispy. Then we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of our arrowroot powder. We're also going to do salt and pepper. And then dried oregano and garlic powder. And then just make sure all your chicken gets nice and coated. Wash your hands. Now we're gonna heat 3 tablespoons of butter over medium-high heat. We'll let our butter get nice and melted. Okay, our butter is nice and melted. As a side note, you could also use ghee instead of butter if you prefer. So now you can add your chicken, add skin side down, and we're gonna let that skin get nice and crispy. So you're gonna let this cook for 6 to 8 minutes, and then we'll flip our chicken over and cook for another 5 minutes on the other side. Okay, while our chicken is browning, I'm gonna cut up my shallot and my lemon. And just take off your ends and your skin, and you can throw that guy away. Okay, let's get our shallot nice and minced. Now I'm gonna add my minced shallot to the bowl so we can use that for our salad dressing in just a little bit. Then I'm gonna take 1 lemon, I'm gonna cut it in half because we're gonna juice half of it, and the other half I'm gonna cut into rounds that we can put on top of our chicken at the end. Okay, while our chicken is still browning, we're gonna make our salad dressing. So go ahead and take about 1/4 cup of your olive oil and mix it with your shallots. Next, you're gonna take a couple of tablespoons of red wine vinegar and add it on in. Next, we're gonna add a teaspoon of honey. Next, we're gonna add a teaspoon of our Dijon mustard, and then we'll top it off with salt and pepper. Give it a stir and always make sure to taste your dressing and make sure it's exactly how you like it. That's perfect. Woo, nice and tangy. Okay, it's time to flip our chicken. We'll let those go for another 3 to 5 minutes on this side or until the internal temperature has reached 165 degrees. Okay, our chicken is nice and brown, so I am going to turn our heat down to medium heat and take these guys and just set them aside. Next, I'm gonna add our cup of bone broth to deglaze our pan. And then take your spoon and just kind of stir it in and scrape those brown bits off the bottom of your pan. That's where all the flavor lies. Next, we're gonna take a couple of tablespoons of our broth, pull it out, and add a tablespoon of our arrowroot powder. And thicken this into a slurry over here on the side. We'll add this in just a minute. Okay, our broth is beginning to bubble, so we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of our Dijon mustard, and then 2 teaspoons of our thyme, our fresh thyme. I'm just gonna give it a rough chop real quick. And add it right on in. Make sure and get it all nice and combined. And we'll let this thicken up for about 1 to 2 minutes. Now we're gonna add this slurry of arrowroot powder on in. And this should help everything get nice and thick. And you can also thicken to your taste. You just wanna make for sure and stir it well so it gets nice and combined. Next, we're gonna add our lemon juice. As well as our 1/4 cup of white wine. It's real important to keep stirring your sauce so it keeps thickening. Next, we're gonna add our 1/4 cup of capers to the dish. And our cup of artichoke hearts. And give everything a stir and let it get nice and combined. As you can see, our sauce is nice and thick and looking really good. So now we're gonna add our chicken back to the pan and let everything simmer together and combine for about 5 minutes. And you also wanna check and make sure the internal temperature of your chicken is 165 degrees. Okay, I'm gonna spoon our sauce over our chicken and let this sit for 3 to 5 minutes. Let all the flavors get nice and yummy and combined, and let our chicken finish cooking. Okay, next we're gonna put together our arugula salad very quickly. Take your arugula, add your dressing, add your pine nuts, and then we're gonna shave some Parmesan cheese right on top. So this is just my vegetable peeler, and I'm just gonna shave some slices of parm. And then give everything a good toss. Looks delicious. All right, now we're gonna chop up our fresh oregano to go on top of our chicken. And we're going to add a little salt and pepper and our lemon slices right on our chicken. And then we'll top with our fresh oregano. All right, our chicken is finished. You can go ahead and turn off our burner. Let's get everything plated up. So add your chicken and make sure and get some of that yummy sauce as well as some of your artichoke hearts and a lemon. And then we'll add our arugula salad right on the side. And there you have it, folks, our chicken piccata with arugula salad. Thanks for watching New Leaf Table TV. Until we dine again, farewell, healthy humans. To subscribe to New Leaf Table's meal plan service with weekly meals and easy delivery through your existing Amazon Fresh membership, visit our website at newleaftable.com. And also, please hit the subscribe button to our YouTube channel. So our chicken, no, that's not what I wanted to say at all. The creamy, bright chicken piccata pairs so well with our spicy arugula and red wine. No, I'm not going to say that either. Start over. We have free range thick chicken thighs. Chicken thighs. So arrowroot is a gluten-free version of cornstarch. No. We're gonna use a little red wine, no, white wine. We're also using a cup of bone broth. This is fond bone broth. It's made really high quality. I don't want to say that. I had something else to say, but I won't say it. Now we're gonna give it a stir, and always make sure to test. Test. I'm gonna get rid of this. I need more space. Okay. It's real important to keep stirring the sauce so it keeps thickening in the right way. Next, we're gonna add our capers to the dish. Dang it. Okay, new plan. Okay. Tastes good. No. Looks delicious. These tongs are crappy. Okay, let's get everything plated up. So Don't show this part.